Good morning, everyone. Okay. Mm, it's okay. 다 먼저 난다 딜라로. 또나 상에 나와지 추구님 보통에 나는 전주스니 배를 이대 바시고 마신 줄었어. 당저 메제나 상해로 상해라면 용구로 하다 용구로 상해 카레 정보이 나서 아니 이마지다 다 쇼베네 지 건다 냠렌치야 데젠하러 시기 요레스로 안디나라다 디 냠렌 곰잡는 거는 저 곰잡잡잡 아니 롭존 제외게 돈다 닝부레디 아니 잔주기 셈 니야 공배도야다 믹스 타도나 아니 드레스 가서 그래 이기 되어 이디 이기 되어 아니 네 규릉 뭐지 용야라 배전적으로 했다 랍자디 랍자디 다 디나라 당한 저기 뒤중기다 자와 가르치고 외기 미유소래 미유 룹자 어디서 딩기요 레스로
Isla Tobnasi be Kundi.
또
So it says in the teachings that whatever negative circumstances one faces in life, please bless me to be able to turn them into the path of the goal of enlightenment by practicing the 5 powers, these 5 methods. This means that in the context of this life, whatever circumstances we face, be they positive or negative, during the day from morning till night, may we be able to transform such circumstances into the result of our goal. So what does this mean? It means that we meditate, we study, but really it comes down to cultivating these 2 types of bodhicitta, altruistic mind towards others. But even if you condense that down, what it's really talking about is cultivating yigidewa, mental bliss. And this is, kind of like the long-term advice. And if you could say, what is our accomplishment? What is our goal? What is our focus? It is that mental bliss.
제가 가서 그래 먼저 다 당은 상황 매제 어스타야 냠뇽까지 여러 먼저 상황을 매제 냠뇽 어디야 먼저 experience 야고 여래서
We could say some of us, most of us in the context of this life have good experience. We could say
다 개제시에 먼저 셈나로로 셈나래 야와치야치도와 다는데 다나 상에 나와 지샤스네 다 셈나네 야와치야데 다 지겨 말해서 데 셈나네 야와데 숙천부 체위나 아니 칠로 그 강에데 숙처 도고요 다 세우 십지레도 왔팅사로 봐
yeah. So what we should be mindful of is this discriminatory mind of good and bad, always making these demarcations. Because if you have a very strong kind of bias or mind that discriminates, it's going to make the outer conditions for suffering worse.
먼저 야와 된다 책으로다 먼저 미다 튼둘레 야와 책으로 가시 미스도 먼저 대화는 밀어거래 튼둘 대화고 말해서 야와 책도 아니 먼저 가시에게 먼저 불 포모스다 야와직 책도 먼저 미리 나고 가고 니샤죠 눕죠 다딩사 야디 갑 응고 컵 백신 자니 맞아니 야와 책도
Yeah.
디 여디 체베이나 여디 체사도 강에 저야 요머 다춘 저야 요머 아니 딩에 디코 딩에 다 소시신 딩 하당 신세의 여와 숙심부 쉬지 체결어 디여디 셈나라 체결어다 니 보다로지 데 셈나라 sö셔 디나라 직 보다로 서로 상담라오지 착부 가 쉬지 유디장가라 안데 조사시라요 말 대직도네 직말이 대직네 직말이 직파 대식 세우다 양 직마틱든요 직마틱든 여러지 근데 연대가 돼 가르잖아 셈나라 나다신 단다신 여와 숙좀 쇼지체 근데 가라서 초와 쇼베야 라네 건다마 마니서 먼저 디나라다 먼저 거를 잡지 또 여래서
The example of the type of discriminations or demarcations we make, oh, happiness should just be for humans. Let the animals aside, let them do what they do. Only we humans should be happy. And then there are others who make a strong fixation, oh, male and female, that type of boundary, black and white, east and west. And more recently, those who decide to take vaccination and those who don't. In short, these are made by the self, and you have this strong sense of mine, I and mine, and then other, self and other. So this is really a mental border, isn't it? It is something that you solidify strongly with your mind. And when you solidify these discriminations, you end up having like nowhere to go with it. Because everywhere you turn, there's like 1, 2, 3. There's always something not okay because of self and other, self and other, self and other. And it really comes down to me and mine.
세상 먼저 낭바 표 낭무선 집에 취 대과신 배치에서는 샘지 탐제 세 깨져셔야 돼. 다 디베 다 피주 배워라도 알아.
In the context of Tibetan Buddhism, particularly the Mahayana vehicle, we use this word, all sentient beings. It's a big thing to use that.
당모데 when I was young, and my mother, my grandma, they talking all sentient beings be happy. Where's the all sentient being? I don't know. Where's the sentient being? All sentient being. What is the sentient being? 그래서 심지 탐제 가르지 연하래요. 그러. 심지 탐제 대화된 데는 캡션 보셔지. 심지 탐제에서 다 가르지 연하삼에. 타요 그래도 와로 제가 심지 야심 보셔 서셔도록.
I used to think, where are all these sentient beings? This thing that male beings have happiness, pervaded by happiness. When you think about it, oh, that's a huge mind. There's no limit.
다도 상다는데 다 지글로 정도버지 체 아니 곰로 때때 잡데 다 신진빙 내 신진빙 내가랑 그 심나라 좀제 신진빙 디게드레도
So one goes through the process of study, meditation, and then my sentient, the sentient beings that relate to me, that are in my kind of vision. That's it, isn't it?
내가 아주 정말이야. 다 걔는 스스 담블링 람나이 디그레 코데오션으로.
Yeah.
스스 그 야만은 스스 롱니로 지 람나이 디그레로. 책 야고 비주잖아. 스스 퓨어렌스 라.
Yeah. So in that sense, one creates one's own world, your own universe. To use a nicer word, your pure land, your ideal.
Your mind is more peace and calm, and then where you stay, where you live, where you dealing with people, you have very peaceful. This is your pure land. This is your pure land. And then dealing with the division. Oh, this is my, this is other. Oh, we are vaccine. Oh, the anti-vaccine. Oh, there's. Oh, we are, vegetarian. Oh, we there. Oh, vegan, vegetarian. And now you do fixitarian, fixitarian. I'm fixitarian. Fixitarian.
Fixitarian.
Fixitarian. Fixitarian. Karina Sandalin fixitarian. I'm no vegetarian. I'm fixitarian. Sometimes at jogging a restaurant, do you have fixitarian? What? Fixitarian? You don't have fixitarian. 제가 쌤들 디고를 fixitarian 디고를 거의는 다다 돈이지나 아니 디고를.
It is a mind that has an attitude that wherever it goes, it is fine. Flexitarian, I think is the word. Flexible.
제가 don't too
rigid.
tightness, tight, very strict, too tight, right?
Yeah.
Too tight?
Yeah, too tight, correct.
Yeah, don't too tight, This is right, this is wrong, don't go there, Wrong, right must come here. And beauty and ugly must come here, not outside. 와, 제가 심세야 돼. 세우지 누가 심벌해도 알아. 심세야 돼.
Mind has tremendous potential.
그래서 난 안아서 배 야구로 쌤 꼼잘 이제 용 연기하러 근데 나 쌤들라 근데 삼만 못 다야다 나도 가서 오래 같이 롭좀 때위네 야제도야다 같이 롭좀 때위네 야제도야다 띠 간대 야구더라
But it is good. We have come here with an interest in meditation, to listening to a method for the mind. This is good. Within the mind can reflect a lot through study. Please, study as much as one can, learn as much as one can. It's good.
배나 먼저 닝제여 봐.
Yeah.
닝제 곰곰곰곰곰나 곰바타메르다. 닝제야 같이 곰바이네. 야처로 띵사르네. 대화데 슉처로 도네. 같이야 도샤비나 도야요라 닝지 곰바타메르 페스라로.
It is said, for example, when we meditate on great compassion, we meditate. There's really no limit to that. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper and more profound, but also the bliss gets deeper. It is limitless.
다 이제 피직으로 수부가 연내여로 봐.
Yeah.
체요. 배나면서 지난저 뒤치기도 하고서 컴퓨테이션 라이닝 치기도 봐.
Yeah.
쭉쭉쭉쭉 때 등산 잠블링 워드 라이저라 그 잠블링 나나다
World record job.
리고르스 여러
Yeah.
리고르 딜 도스나나 디 갈래야 로동문도 마마 갈래 사르다.
Yeah.
디 체제레 수부가 연데 나 레벨이 연데 체제레 체요. 직 클립스 나나 디네야 로동문도 와 아니야 우주견은 마마 사르다.
Yeah.
심게 연데 그 딘데 체직네 마사야치네 요말 곰전이 야도에 전념이 요말 띵안서 직 시고야 돼 개좀으로도 알아.
The physical things we train in have a limit. For example, running or athletics. You might train and reach a kind of world record, but that's as high as you can go, and from there you can only go down. There's a physical limit. This is not the case with the mind. When the mind is trained, it can be extended exponentially. It goes up, it does not come down.
저는 단단한저 나란저라 단다디 냠뇽데 중요 매비인자 이제게 도 말해서.
What's happening here is because we don't have experience of that mind, we don't have conviction in it.
이나 배전체나 연구를 배나 나란저 내 기승가마 배직 샤임바디 배디 콘조 가시에게 야고도 라고도 먼저 쌤디 단다 간데rel라나 슈구나시레스와 슈구.
Yes.
대바나시 대바딜 하고 파전은 서르르 스파쿠르다.
Yeah.
수전은 수쿠르다.
Yeah.
아니 미직 야고릴라선 nga 야고리 미직 도제선 nga 도자레서 아니 도 러자다. 먼저 쌤디 어디나지레다. 난다 가와 이나 유루어 하고 가와 여스들 유루어다.
With experience, and effort, such an understanding of mind will come. But as I have mentioned previously, the analogy is that our minds are like paper. If the wind blows this way, our mind blows this way. If the wind blows that way, our mind blows that way. If someone says you're good, you think, oh, I'm good. If someone criticizes you, you think, oh, I'm bad. Blown here and there.
Someone say vaccine is very good. Oh, maybe good. Oh, vaccine is no good. Oh, no good. Oh, no. Then we confused, between the little bit. Just we are lack of wisdom. And then on the other side, our mind in some do meditation become similar mountain, right? Mountain.
No.
Your mind becomes similar mountain. It doesn't matter how many wind, how many storm coming. Mountains never shaking. Some earthquake a little bit shaking. Big storm. I met some people. I met a 12 teacher. I think most very scholar and inside some power there. And any situation in outside. I mentioned last few weeks ago, our in math situation, math problem, or maybe say problem, isn't it? And compare your situation problem and compare, and your problem is very tiny, very small. For example, I lost my country. You didn't lose your country. This is just big thing, And you're most thinking, oh, my partner not put government no dishwish or no making toddy. This is just baby talking. It doesn't matter, cover wash or not, doesn't matter. Just live there. And for me, lost my country. I didn't never see my relatives since 32 years ago. And when I was young, we don't enough food. You don't have experience. You don't have this experience. You are very lucky, but you don't appreciate, you don't recognize. And then I met, similar my 12 teacher. They are exactly same this situation, and some very politically very terrible. We have very bad relation. China government, China government is very in the world crazy government. They have no idea. One work money controlling everything. And then they destroy our culture, destroy our lost things. And this may all teacher, mind is all the time happy. Mind is busy moment, keep their busy. Similar mountain, outside situation, blah blah blah. Their mind is all the time. This reason Lord the high David Lama has Lord laughing, smiling. Right, inside has something, they have something. This is not easy. We have some example. I made lots of example like that. 세상 심 딘데 영화 열어서 가르나시 땜부 잘 열어서.
It is possible for the mind to be tremendously stable.
한 디지 셴베이나 아니 다 딘데나 나 디고도 로다 로 땅아 고고도 다 가져 다 곰자다 갈래 자고 롭존 제 곰자 지고 그 말다 곰자다지 야고 짱 아니 딜 탑 캐부제 곰자고야 휴지 푸싱 제나야 그 셈디 다다 되고 말다로
So once you recognize the mind's potential, go for it. Cultivate it. But that has to be done through meditation and study. And meditation alone is not enough. You have to know how to tame the mind skillfully. You have to have skill. You shouldn't push. You shouldn't push it.
Don't try to pushing hard, right?
Yeah, don't push hard.
Then mind if sometimes upset, then very difficult. Our mind is similar crazy horse, crazy horse. Crazy horse is you do rub, controlling, making more worse. Therefore, you need very gentle, give some grass, slowly. I have experience. I look up them how horse. My father, he has 3 horses. One horse is very tough, very grumpy, very sensitive, and he's teenager horse, and sometimes he kick like that. I was so afraid. And my father told, you need to be friend here. And I told father, how do I become this horse? Looks a little bit crazy. He's kicking me, And he said, you give grass. And as we had debated some similar bread, barley, pap, samba.
Yeah, it's like a barley flour.
Yeah, and horse like this. And my father said, yeah, you can take this, give him. And I give this, and a little bit, and every day, little bit. Few months later, and he saw me, and he coming. He wanted person, and we become friend. Takes time. Similar, our mind need to slowly. Give some more present, some more meditation present. But you don't need to buy so much this present. Okay, don't worry. You don't need to buy this present. Present's already here. Just a little bit put effort, right? Effort. 자자, 근데 요랬다. 아니, 먼저 명보지 말아서 제가 먼저 망보지다. 먼저 미신이지. 지도 상황이다. 커뮤니티 대고 요랬어 봐.
Yep.
먼저 커뮤니티 고 요랬어. 아니, 망보지다. 커뮤니티 최고더라. 커뮤니티 사바지 최가도 요랬다. 커뮤니티 사바 최고 말했잖아. 저는 요랬어 봐. 수술로 요대. 가려 요랬으나 저는 낭미 요래. 족보 요래. 다 드슬라 대화 열다래. 드슬라 대화 열다는 커뮤니티 요래. 다 그러는데. 와. 인지민지 싸워 거 말.
So in that sense, we humans, we are dependent on society. We need society, community. There's no need to seek a new one. No, you already have it. You have your family, you have your friends. The point would be to improve the relationships you already have.
Sometimes I talking some friends like that. You say, oh, Keshila, please don't tell me this. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I need to give up. This is just past experience, past relationship, Past already gone. We're looking future, Future, we can try to best. And also, if you already be friend or partnership, or teacher or student, or or girlfriend, boyfriend, or your marriage, or your English, what this one called? 기독 냠뇨라죠. 식대 인지 식대래요. 배배들 기독 냠뇨세. 식대 없쇼다. 식대요래 인지. 기독 냠뇨스도 규충내 냠도 두부충내 님도 야니강에 가르쳐베이나다. and give up 전 지금입니다. 기독 냠뇨세.
The experience of pleasure or displeasure, whatever comes up, you never give up.
다지 도부직 릭사는 어디 거래서 봐. 마디콘을 삼는 야고 땅 거라서 봐. 개개인도 기도이나래. 도부 도모이나래. 다 밤마다 보고 있는데 시에 먹어라다. 밤마 보고 있는데 다 딜 튀어거는 하요 말다 봐.
And that's an attitude of going through the good and bad together with friends, with teachers. No question does this come up with parents and children. There's no question.
아나도 망부지인데 지도. 아니 지 도보도 당보직 도보로 따져야고 마셔야지 도보로지 되로. 아니 강에 때식 태우다가 야한디샤. 야신다지세. 야 강에 때식 태우다 야한디샤. 야직세. 타마들. 전에 조고 댄스 지에면 주 차로
Mendua.
진짜 네 가르쳐 왔으나 강에 대해서 해봐달라 동네 가서 가두이네 야구 잔잔한 메시지 로트에요 말했어 로트에요 말해 가르치네 되와돼 당이 랜드 제일 잡았어
What happens with us is without thoroughly checking before we enter into a relationship, we make a friend and then trouble comes and immediately we leave. Upon leaving, we seek a new friend. Then again, trouble comes and then you leave that and seek another one. And if that goes on for a sustained period of time, you could end up alone, kind of isolated. What's happening here is that you haven't been able to bear slight difficulty, so there's no basis for your life's direction. We'll talk about that.
그래서 가르스나 먼저 이게 류딩 겨울에 그런 녀몬을 되네 겨울에 그래서
Ale.
제가 그 녀몬 드브선자 참은 리고데 연구를 해서 찍들이 니네 내가 당기시에 먼저 단다 먼저 셈딜라 셔럽게 당겨요 말에 제외 당겨요 말에 아니 먼저를 가르만 거여서나 차도 아제 전심 되자 세당 콘도 도저 식좀 보시죠 여러분 네 데브들 가려서나 아니 다 두고요 되네 중요한 거 제가 벌써 요 말다
There are two things. The first is that the very result of our body is the product of afflicted mental states. This very life, it is just a result of that. Secondly, we don't cultivate, instead of cultivating a mind of wisdom, a mind of love, we allow ourselves to become overcome with jealousy, these competitive attitudes, pride, anger, and in dependence on those invalid, disturbing emotions, we hallucinate, we project. Therein, there's nowhere to go.
I don't know and try find a new friend but where I go I met lots of good people and then become friends I still catch up my old friend doesn't matter whatever situation and of course our family my sister I have contact my brother still have contact and I have some try to contact this area student and someone a little bit excitement not much connection this is their business this is not my business I try my best to try my never give up and you can try like that don't try new and a little bit of problem you need patience right
Yeah.
patience and wait impermanent changing 그 가시 이 강의 실수도 스당아 대토문도 스당아 내가 시작인 롱바보인 초보보인 내가 가고 쇼저리다 간다라서 이제 셈나는 수수서바당 닝제당 자와디게 매비이나 가와 드로이나가 가와 드로이나 강에다 요 말했어
There are some who, when they face disappointments or problems, they say, oh, I can't stay. I can't keep it, the job. I can't stay in the country. I want a new friend. And they change. But it is a mind that it doesn't have compassion. It doesn't have happiness. It doesn't have patience. What about increasing that inner mental well-being? But as I've mentioned previous weeks, it is good you've shown interest because your mind's open.
Open mind is very important. If you have open mind, you can learn lots, And no need try to all the time same, and don't some people operate changing, And then their life is stuck there, you know. I have lots of people like that I see here. And they already have lots of struggling bad habit. They don't want the suffering, but they don't want to change. They're stuck there. Some people, no opportunity. No morning early, wake up, go to for a job, evening coming back, and then sometimes we can go and holiday a little bit, and then the morning wake up, evening go back, and like that, same, and the speech is exactly the same. Weather is very good topic, inference very good. And some people like gossip, blah, 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 gossip, blah, blah, blah. And some people like a little bit of drama making, and then all the time life like that, They don't have other hand, how to developing your compassion, how to developing your tolerance, how to developing your wisdom. They have no idea. And they're exactly same all day, same. And problems all the same. We don't want problem, we don't want suffering, but they don't have space, and they don't want to change their life. Afraid, oh no, I'm not go there, Some say, oh, are you the Buddhism monk? Yes. No, I'm not go there, looks afraid, and I'm very compassionate, poor people, because doesn't matter religion, Christian, you can learn laws in their compassion. Right? Christian teaching laws, compassion, humanity, basic all religions same, compassion, ethic, tolerance. They're teaching like that. But they're different view. Doesn't matter. Not really important. View is not really important thing. More important thing is your life need more meaningful, need more joyful. And therefore, here, lots of people I see like that here. Then looks sometimes I see those and there's some other robot, making money, morning get out, evening coming back, sometimes go holiday and coming back, and topic all the time, same, and coming back, watching TV and go to bed, everything, And the robot do now like that, making money, 24 hours robot making money. Money missing. Humi 미다 로봇 쓰고 되게 시들했대. 지난번에 망고여라도 빼셔지고 서네 매주도 전에되다. 닝자르래다 오네다. 닝자라래 오네.
It's almost like there's a commonality between us as humans and the way a robot would function if the motivation is just money in this life, then that really is an object of compassion.
제가 먼저 뭐이네 주셔야 돼. 먼저 수수 셰럽 미신이데 셰럽 열어봐. 셰럽데 배주 채위나 뭐이네 주디. 갈래 시엔도데. 쌤디 자처로 도라. 쌤 자처도데. 아니 직 전다 이 전다도 데 전다 민두세야 수수 시엔용 거라. 대신베이나 아니 메제디 베 마옹베 메제디 먼저 데스 야보질로 도야라 랑가데 셰럽 비유나 제도고래 셰럽 매비나 아니 가고 싶어차라.
And it is the importance of being able to discriminate reality as humans that we need to use. We need to have a mind that can say, like a mind that can become extremely vast in terms of its wisdom. The mind can become vast. It is a mind that is able to discriminate and say, oh, things are like that, not like this. This is the case. Because without that time of mind that validates reality, the wisdom path in this life is difficult.
그래서 데라 인천한도 듀얼리 다운은 셰럽디 가와 장고래 간대 장고래라나 저한서 낭배 슝네 아니 semgang 릭베 거데다 아니 낭배 따두고 거 따둡셔야 돼 가서래야 된다 고라투지 요버들 당보들라 규단 견라든의 총을 해야 들어와 규단 견라든의 총을 때 먼저 수수다제 제도도 규단 견라 총어들라 삼로 망보다요래라 고마 같이 띵사로 돼요 고 네 니니니디 돌로 롭정데 지도비나 인지민지 낭바 제오 말하지 않으러 그래서 지 백그라운드 이슈이나 이슈 가지나 가지 다 될라다 가지라면도 이슈를 망고시도 출루 저제 야오 말해 출루 가리나 개개요 말해 디 개정모 말해 하든 개치슈데 가려서나 심디 야정모서 왔다 간다 데 롭정 수되고 이나 데달라 데라 만스 도었다 심 야정모서 롭정데 수 망아 되고도나 데라 도었다 로 데라 도제 아니 다 장고르 데스 제 만자나나 데샘다로
So then the question would be, if it is important to cultivate wisdom, the valid way of seeing things, in the Buddha Dharma, there are two approaches to this. One is that you study mind and its characteristics, but secondly, you study the view, how we view reality. Now, this second one, studying the view, involves introducing your mind to the understanding that things are a product of causes and conditions. Within that analysis of behavioral cause and effect, cause and condition, the mind can go so deep, and there's a lot to reflect on there. So one needs these two methods to increase the wisdom. You don't need to become Buddhist, certainly not. That's not the point. You can keep one's particular persuasion. Some might have a Christian background. Don't need to change that. But you need to go down a particular path that takes you to the mind's vastness. What's the method for that?
We are dealing morning to evening and lots of feeling, feeling. And sometimes you can say, some people say emotion, And I think most dealing your mind, and you don't understand mind means you are everything you're thinking too much, and feeling, and sadness, or joyful. Sometimes better to joyful. Enjoy. Joyful is mind, right? This is a very deep in Buddhism, profound subject, especially Mahayana, right?
Yeah.
Training, mind training, talking laws, mind and the mental factor, and the definition, and which is the cause, which is the condition, and division, right? Division.
Yeah.
So many divisions there. But not just text, just and we have here experience, right? Explaining our different mental. And therefore, I think this is, I really love, I did start this at the monastery. I think, very, yeah, we have lots of this topic all the time. And then I really like, I have especially one book, it's all the time taking with me this book. Where I'm going, I'm taking this. I think book cover a little bit, impermanent. Book cover impermanent. I change 3 times, Stay. And this shows me impermanent. As anytime I see this book, looks this book talking me, oh, impermanent. They cover because 닝버찬 배로다.
Yeah.
부르다, 세로다.
Yeah.
color by yeroda.
Yeah.
Looks cover a little bit despair, you have some very old book, and cover is the part go, despair. This is your impermanent. Good example.
The covers disintegrate.
Yeah. the yoda. The 가르잖아 그 ranchi ngoyneji yoade rate yorwa. Ti ngoyneji de rate de ane su same de yijiro waji temple ya. Rwa. Ngoyneji de yiji de temple. Yiji de temple de ane same de lalawa tuge yo man dakanda.
Then it is the case that if one's mind is introduced to reality, one develops a conviction in that reality, the mind becomes stable, and the mind ceases to hallucinate.
And I think you know, Each person have different. You can say maybe energy or power. Some people are very strong. Strong species, very strong controlling and deeply controlling something like that. You don't have very strong stable mind. Easy to your mind changing there. Some people have very or bad energy or what is that? I don't know. This is English. This is some 착보 색으로, 말보 색으로, 베베티로 말보 미 코랑기 깨지셔다다 남주지 미표적이 심지 딩내야 뚱이로 근데 연구도 알아. 근데 가돌라 곰지 잡대 되네. 쇼 펜보 연구도.
There are those that, we say in Tibetan, their minds have become like really hardened or solidified, fixated. So in those cases, meditation can help tremendously. Kind of harsh.
The same did 도나시 리나시 maybe 근데 간저 라완 라다.
In a sense, if the mind doesn't have stable recall, it's easy to be affected and to lose our focus.
Oh yeah, that on the gomdes jaura.
Let's meditate.
Oh yeah. 다 그런 검지 겨로 그런 드링네 채워딩을 셈바디네 줄ung하게 자와칸 채워디 신의 편법 바식 지도바지 지기 삼제네 검지 겹셔스.
Meditate and motivate that today one's action of body and speech will solely benefit other beings.
oye da mezena la 야니 돈이 가리는 용거리 가리 충분히는 가디에 있는 셈바 상부치도 지금 좀 담자치로
Now make the commitment, whatever comes up in life, be it good or bad, one won't relinquish the kind heart.
oye da 가와곰 근데 셈바 상부 셈바 뉴어 첨부 셈바 사와 셈 사바지 예 되는데 배 가와곰을 연이 열에 생각도 탄다 삼당으로
Now rejoice that one has that kind heart. It is potent, it is fresh. Yep, we have that potential, we have it within us. Recognize it and rejoice.
와야 당 롱종 검자민들어. 네 우니 나우니네 우쇼 예수. 오렌지 담 파담 하코와신 디스. 대쇼스로.
Now, breathing exercise, being aware of the long breath in, long breath out, just recognizing that through the nostrils.
네 옥추 당겨요데 시바체. 우파 당겨요데 시바체나. 배하고 요레스.
To recognize now I'm breathing in, to recognize now I'm breathing out is excellent.
다 옥통하지 땅. 아니 수당 파당 시바 시셔서.
Now make the breath more quick, more shallow, and just be aware of that.
아예 다들 참가자. 옥통하지 뭐 신스나나 아니 참가자. 뭐 마트나나 디 옥수 단계 파다와디 당고 시에버지 장가잘 저마시 하 고도는 당 옥수 당고도 파동 하고도 장가 주사고 주네 마야 직사고 아니 샘데 다다와가나 데샤지데스.
So now beginning to count the cycles of breath. Before that, just recognize now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Once you have settled into recognition, begin to count. So now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. That's one round. You do 10 rounds of that. You count up to 10. Once you reach 10, go back down to 1 and then rest the mind in its present moment.
근데 옥중 장가도 제도 믹다나 야고요 데 검주는 거 잡도 믹좀나 니래 질 강에 퇴바 리그레 세상 옥중 장가도 제도 믹다나 자고레스 믹드마 믹나질라 팝제 마람바샤 아니 개버디 주 정보대 아니 양자 참가 유지자직 사무직 잡셔스
When one does the counting the cycles of breath, it is advisable to open the eyes slightly. There's a danger that if you do not, you will become sleepy or dull. So place the eyes slightly on the tip of the nose and make sure the posture is upright. And again, count to 21 cycles.
어야 다 당저 둔다 시다 대요 말에 저 계시시디 둔다 니르시 있으다 저 니르 숨래 니르 둔다 님시요 말에 너 저랑서 뭐지 죽들 레이다 곰 단다 베직디 이미지 기하고 그래서 그디 배 개천 버려서 한당도 숨 잡서
Yeah.
근데 간라야 아니 다 곰신다들 제곰라고 그래 삼로 좀제 삼로 다네 데이터 그래서 잠잠든데 두고 아니 자저담도 와데 자로 동기 근데 삼다는 야고요라. 삼 가르당 거래라나. 수수 냠녀여라. 수술 미신다지. 계제 셰당 르그남 주된다. 지금 수수 마지우서도 심 마데버서도 당에 미신달라 딘데 치키면도 투스파 로이나 아니 야제도야 디베야고요라.
Okay.
수수기 냠녀디 미신다게 수술을 직도잘라와 수술을 튼중당와 아니 body language 담을 때인데 ਸਮ마지 용고도 알아?
Yeah.
근데 the thing 미신달라 치유면도 가르스나 미신다가 수술마지 왔어 되게 수술 미신달라 파디 치유면도 도스도나 그 수술 냠녀디 저 냠랭가는 파 제도도 심해시 근데 미신다 직도잘라와 치시는데 지질라니 근데 સમ마지 와서 대대도 테마임바지 대파 가줄네라 노스 상당토나 야고요레스
We have maybe 1 or 2 more weeks to meet here. But you have gathered here. It is good. We have done the basic meditations together, the motivation, the breathing exercise, and then the breathing meditation. But also one can do an analytical meditation when you go for a walk, when you go to the coast, when you have a cup of tea. It is good to reflect. And it is good to reflect in terms of one's life experience, that the way one talks, the way others, when others talk to you, or if they show you, for example, negative body posture, how that upsets you, and in reflecting, doing your analytical meditation like that, you are reflecting to yourself. You wouldn't do that to others because you yourself do not want to be upset. And if you can do that in this sense, one's life will get better. It is, if they are doing harsh speech to you with body posture, you wouldn't want that to happen to you. So this is life's experience, because if someone shows you harsh speech or negative body language and you respond in kind, there's no end to that. The key here is to turn that first experience.
다들 미신다가 수술하지 개모라고 하지라 계제하고로 비시 냠바로는데 this 기부용도 와 근데 다 수술 파 미신다라고 하던데 저거랬어 수술로지 좋아 두스제는 아니 저 냠nen시에 뿌다 차 야고 차 그래서
Conversely, if friends are kind to oneself, if there's laughing, if there's joking, if they give you treats and so forth, one enjoys that through one's experience and one can respond. Yeah, it's good.
세상 아니 봐주 니에고래 점무제야 되대 점무디 가시 시리어스리 니에들라서 잠마셔는
It's nice if there's a playful kind of approach with friends, but be a little bit on guard if people are too serious. Watch that.
First I come here, it's very hard to elect teasing and plan. Some people are taking serious. In monastery, there's lots of teasing humor. Lots of monks have humor. They're not taking serious, And here lots of people are taking serious. And a little bit harder here, making like that. I'm not taking very serious. I think not much point to take very serious. 세상당은 medicine에 대대는가 수수 주치지 개월와 근데 수수원에 somebody give so much 나나 give so 니 미신다질이라고 하잖아 사사르스 요 말이네
the purpose of one's life is to have a happy mind, isn't it? And if the mind is upset, you can't rely on others to fix that for you.
Yes, Buddha already taught it. You are your own master. You are your enemy.
Own enemy.
Enemy. This is true. Therefore, our happiness is our mind here, no outside. Making simple reason. No making delicate reason. Delicate reason means, I bought this house, I become happy. Or I buy this fancy, I become happy. This is delicate reason. No making happy, right? I met a lot of people, and they say they're talking. Sometimes, just the terms of generosity. People talking, lots the house, in the car, what point, Tem West, Tem. Talking back, house, Mookies, talking, oh, this nice house renting is very high, blah, 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 blah. 진짜 뒤주 쉬우 돌아로 오더라. 매지상을 돌아로 오지래도 근데 진짜 이렇게 시에 삼는다네 배셔야 된대 진짜 제든. 쳤어야 돼. 쳤으면
It would be easy to waste time with such talk. It would be easy to waste a life with such talk. Money, and then what kind of dharma is that? Not really.
Your death, then everything's left behind. You have very good relationships. Some people they're using you, working very hard money, and there sometimes people you're working very hard, and then other people enjoy it, your money. You're working very hard, very tired, no good eating food. You fast away your money, people making swimming pool, people making golf course, people with fancy car. You're working very hard money, using like that. You're very careful. I saw laws here, parents are working very hard. They all the time eat the sandwich, very burning forage eating. Then they fast away. Their children buy fancy car, making golf course, making swimming pool. Your money. It's very careful. I see here laws like that. 제장 다 삽사치오로 하나저 깔래 잡잡잡디 비주하고 땅으로 되면은 돌아래다.
We need to take care, of course. We put great effort into what we do, but there should be a point. Otherwise, difficult.
단다디 지난주도 야고도 왔는데 크신도 자르신
Charity?
자르딜 돈은 미교보다인데로 와시야.
Yep.
그래서 빼야고로. 두저리도 먼저 냠내쳐고. 수수 딘델이야로 와시네로. 배샤도 깔래 좀 줘서 딘델 당기네 왜요로 원즈네파. 등원네로 윌 셰그로. 네 배샤디 저런 스밍부 자 마르다스. 네 배샤디 미 칼라면이라 칼라데. 미 강바면이라 강바데. 미 면제면이라 면제데. 오늘 딘데가나 당기나 간데야 왜요로.
The practice within the Christian tradition of helping the poor, the practice of charity, is really good. We can see through experience. Like people make a will. It shouldn't be for your swimming pool. The will is like, for those that don't have food, may they have it. For those that don't have a house, may they have it. For those that don't have medicine, may they have it.
I think here, no much see monk, and some people, your money give to it, and you have very very old car using, and the other one making fancy 카 적주가 카 fancy 가사디 모르게라 전부인데도
Yeah, famous brands,
어딘데
whatever.
딘데 땅지 저랑 배셔야돼 거기서 배제 딘데 땅거도 그래서 저도 잡채고 배셔야돼 가 땅게 깔래 잡으더라
They are. You put so much effort into making your money, and where you directing your money. Take care around that.
그래서 나디 나도 미든데 배셔 때도 저도 상마 세라당 뭐 타워조든데 땅게 나라데 추저 그 라저시 되게 여러 나라 페이지디 땅게와 일단 미텐저디 로컬샤 로레레 바 세라당 나라 타워 모션 바인데 조거든데 여러 탐바 콘솔라 땅게요
When I have funds, I try and help the monks in Sarah who need funds. The wages I get here, I use here. But if I have extra, that will go to the poor monks or the meditators.
그래서 다든다 먼저 이 주저데 다 트러스트지 차대 야구 차대라다.
Yeah, but look at this situation. This Dharma center has done quite well.
Before looks this family owners, now they trust owners. That's good, you know.
Yeah.
It's very clear now. This
yeah, it has become. It was began by kind of like a family, but now it's under a trustee.
이제 야구도 하고 세보지 장말아버지 유나 야구도.
It's good. It's good to have things clear.
And the monastery system is so clear. Monasteries, I think, and monastery systems very clear, and it's very good, you know, very honest and very clear, and very, you know, what's the very trustworthy, Laura.
Trustworthy.
Yeah, I worked there 7 years in charge working inside. I know very, very clear, you know. 제가 네 적벽이 내가 네 세우 장우 마시나는 야구면도 알아. 내가 저보다.
If the work around the spiritual community is not straight up, there's a danger there.
제가 나 저랑 저 갈래 쉬지 겨구여를 가시게 빼셔야 된다로. 칼라 야구 싸우래. 내가 가도이나는 저는 칼라 야구 싸우랬어. 나라 칼라 야구 싸게요로야. 칼라 야구 싸게 네 시다 땅걸 먹을래? 저 땅메로.
So you guys put a lot of effort into making a living. As I always say, eat well. Because I eat well.
I like food. You like food? Most people like food, you know. Some people don't like cook. I like cooking. Sometimes. You know. 칼라디하고 싸우다. 칼라하고 싸는 수부하고 자라. 네 somebody 지우체. 아니 니디. 너 곰자디 디질레 곰자 찍고 그 라레기요 말고 차제 찍어. 지나라 수부 탕보고 요래. 아니 니디 딱다 당외심 뭐 디케 좀 쇼래 니들어. 아니 되네 셈부터 지우고 요래. 아니 르디 되어체 셈디 지우체 칼라디하고 싸. 니디하고 그 셈되어 야라 곰데스테스 잡이나. 근데 메세 다 지우 용거다. 다 되게요. 다 디지 자오르 튕지로 저래다.
So then if the diet is good, we need to pay attention to what we eat. The body is good, then take care of the mind and sleep well. Of course, in the context of mental well-being, meditation is important, but you need to take care of your body and your sleep. So if these things are in line, like body, mind, food, and sleep, and then mainly in the context of mind in this life, all of those things are the root of mental well-being, happiness.
제가 어디에 당저 셔럽 열제단라 롭종 다 개지셔 당봉은저 치고 뭐부터 주어도 나시 나랑 수보에 주어도 나랑 심에 주어도 당보도 시행 거래서
Now, in terms of the wisdom, we need to study is important. Just as the outer phenomena go through changes, so does one's body and mind go through changes.
그래서 심 주어다서 될 남산 요아요 말고 주주 데스 그래서
Now, that change that is taking place within your mind stream, your mental consciousness, doesn't happen at once. It takes time.
especially your partner or your parents or your children or your there are some we see easy to the bad character or behavior, right?
Yeah.
And you want to help the changing, and then you try to talking lots. Oh, you need to change this. You need to go to meditation, and don't try like that. Doesn't work. This is a waste time. Your waste time. Try to yourself making proof. Don't try other people changing. First, try yourself, and then if you have more insight, some confidence, and a little bit, you recognize your behavior changing since 30 years before, 20 years before now. Oh, I have proven something like that. This helps your parents. They see parents. Oh, you're a little bit different before now. What are you doing? Do you have some special secret methods? That time you have time talking, then you can share, oh, I did this, I learned this, I went there, then he taught me, then I listened to this, then this helps me like that. Then you have a good opportunity to tell them, Then they, okay, now I try. This is working, Before you say, most people say, we easy to see other people's faults, right?
Yeah.
See, oh, this is not good. You need to go to meditation. He is very good talking. Go there, go there. This is making it more far. This doesn't work. And people, I think I recognize Myanmar don't like someone boasting, condoling. Everyone had this experience. I watching Myanmar. I think the people motivation is good, benefit me, and they look speech in action, it looks controlling me, and I watching Myanmar easy to become upset, I don't want to go there, This is, I think we all have this experience, Therefore, we don't try other people like that, Don't try. Motivation is helping. And lots of people gossip looks helping, but gossip blah 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 blah. In deeply there's some motivation looks helping, but the action is making more worse, We do laws like that. Therefore, try to hear less gossip. And some people are making a little bit drama. Okay, meaningless. Don't go there. Slowly, don't go there. Unbelievable, I met some people, they're owners, and they said, all the time I'm looking something, one day negative, some little bit drama, one day no drama, and they say, oh, today my day is very funny, no, really good, because they didn't make drama, Honest, I met these 3-4 people like that. And there's in a West come their parents all the time like that, and their children thought maybe life is like that. And then someone said, no, life is not like that. And they want to change, and very hard because very deep habit, These parents. This is, people think all the, and still everything's okay, and they're knocking negative, making problem, a little bit shaking. If they're a little bit shaking, okay, now I did my try is perfect. Completely, like I'm believe like that, I believe like that, This didn't hear that. negative ro jik so madum nana dring nima de ding ma so
It could be the case that if there's not something negative, then something's missing in the day for some.
I met I think 3-4 people like that, but they're honest, they try hard. And then relationship of course problem then, your husband or wife, and there's very background is very good, and then you making lousy, the problem. They say, don't do that, and no, this is not really life, and then they very hard to dealing with this, different character, Yeah, this is happened a lot here. Therefore, don't try and be controlling. You think motivation is good and talking, do there, do. Don't don't try like that. This doesn't work. Making more worse. And they let those kashek chawang empathy kan yangja shukudwa. When jigwaji yan changmadung madung mangadungudwa. What did it? Jigware.
There's a danger that if you push others to change, they will solidify their negative behavior. For example, they will drink more.
He said, alcohol is no good. You don't drink. They want drinking more, This is our mind exactly like that. Therefore, you need very, very skillful, skillful go like that. Yeah, 제가 나디 곰 세야지 소따 수수생나 따제시네. 다 델라도나 칸데도 딘데 치기는 아니 빼야 오여를 봐. 두스테네 칼레 심디 곰시로 약사가는 주주주주 티토비나. 하는 거네 사자 단니 지기 튼지 야니 카레 얘는 좀 말 수수생디 가디나 대화를 냐도 그러 봐.
So meditation, therefore, is just a method to check one's mind. What would it be like if I did that? What would it be like if I went there? Checking. And eventually the discrimination is able to discriminate a valid path, a good path. In that situation, whatever comes up externally, good or bad, you retain your inner peace, your bliss.
다 드린 건다 저는 거니. 만약 공라는 드린 내가 만디고 가르쳐면 이제 상무직단야. 만디고 디레마 선수가 장모스. 산이래가 되는 게 지금이. 아니 수수 야가로 같은데 제는 어디에 지셔 곰자 밀편도 제든데 제셔. 대스 야제 대스 땅투샤. 당에 산이 딜을 하가 지기 있어요. 아니. 두스쇼베네 니마지 냠낸 지나로 어디데 레스.
Tonight, before we sleep, we review our actions of the day. If there were mistakes were made, we clean them, we purify them. If the day's gone well and you've been well-intentioned and helped others, you make the resolve to do better the next day. And like that, you have like a morning till night cycle of practice.
당연히 주주시다면도 아니 개와디 제디. 뭐면은 야고지 체로 다 점블링 시디요야당. 심진 류기 동에다 심기 강에 두즈파 세드야. 라고도 점블링는 다 딩산 욕도 싸워던데 망고 연구도 하다 디저리 마야야 파시도야. 점블링가 유나시 바직다 시유 영화다 각보를 해들래다 가져 유튜브도 지용하다 계제셔디 수수 창문로가 심제 탐제 심 닝지시게 위쇼 대체도 당한서 상마 에너지 곰자니 셈나가 시디드니 미망고치 심 시디드니면 왜나 잠불은 욕도서야 용두라 어딘데지 용쇼 섬 뭐면은 개와디 지시는 애들이 막 지켜지시대 지난주 심팅네 melams 저 심네 자고랬어.
Now we will dedicate the virtues that we have created together, the positive energy for a world peace, that sentient beings' problems of body and mind are pacified, physical and mental problems. Of course, the world now gets all these sorts of new difficulties. May those new difficulties be pacified. It would be difficult to think that it would go back to like it was before. However, we dedicate that sentient beings produce compassion in their minds. There are beings who are cultivating compassion, and we need our living beings to cultivate compassion in their hearts so that there's less trouble. So we dedicate to that. I will say some verses. Please pray deeply likewise.
Sonamdi tamjese kwayi, kumadu je yunjun do dine, kadana na chiwe lo do di, siwe sole do sho. Kyo di yunde da, lama sanje do je, do wa chi jamane wa, di solo go ro sho. Chanchu zinjo rinpo je, ma je pa na je yu je, kyo nyamba me wa ya, konde pe wo ro sho. Chanze o dan chi chakwa dan, jizi yuran kushi so wa yi, kyo wa chunse da yi je. Tamje zobe chanchu jembo,